Why did my adopted mom really want custody of me? My phone buzzed with a message from my dad, my adopted dad, the one who had raised me since I was 3. It wasn't a normal text. It was one short line that shook me. "They're coming to get you. Pack a bag and go to your aunt's now." No explanation, just those words. I grabbed my backpack, shoved in whatever I saw, my hoodie, charger, and wallet, and sprinted down the stairs. As I ran, I called my dad, but it kept going to voicemail. That only made everything worse. Dad always answered. Something was wrong, dangerously wrong. By the time I reached the driveway, I wasn't walking. I was full on running. Like every second I stayed at the house might cost me something I couldn't get back. My aunt's place was only a 10-minute drive, but my hands were shaking so badly I could barely get the keys into the ignition. I kept checking the rearview mirror like someone would pull in behind me any second and block the driveway, because I knew exactly who they meant, my adopted mom. And if she was coming for me without warning, right after months of silence, something terrible had changed. I drove too fast, I knew I shouldn't, but the fear and adrenaline made everything feel urgent. I called my dad again, but got nothing. Then I tried Aunt May. She picked up on the first ring. "Where are you? Are you out of the house yet?" "I'm driving. What's happening?" I said. "Did Mom?" "She filed an emergency order," my aunt said. "She's trying to take you tonight." "Why? She hasn't even talked to me in a year." "That's why you need to get here now. Your dad's trying to stop it." As I drove, the rest of the story came out in pieces. My adopted mom, who had barely been part of my life the past year, had suddenly shown up at court claiming Dad was unstable. She wanted full custody for my safety. It sounded ridiculous, but the courts didn't know the truth. They only saw paperwork, not the woman who treated love like a switch she turned on and off. "She and her lawyer told the judge you were afraid of your dad," my aunt continued. "They said you told her he was controlling." "That's a lie. She knows that, but that isn't stopping her." That's when the urgency changed shape inside me. At first, it had been fear of losing the only stable parent I'd ever known, but now the fear stretched into cold rage. Why would she do this now? Why suddenly try to pull me away from Dad when she barely cared before? And then the answer came, not from something my aunt said, but from something she didn't say, something in the empty spaces between words. My adopted mom didn't want me. She wanted leverage, and the only person she could hurt with me was Dad. The moment that realization hit, everything became more desperate. I pressed harder on the gas, because this wasn't just about custody anymore. This was about being used as a weapon. When I pulled up to my aunt's house, I barely had the car door open before she rushed outside. "She's on her way," she said. "She's bringing officers." She led me to the living room where Dad was pacing, furious at the situation and at my mom. "She's doing this because of the settlement," he said the moment he saw me. "She wants more money. She knows the only thing I care about more than anything is you." She had filed the emergency order without warning, claiming that Dad was dangerous. She told the court I begged her for help, and she planned to take me tonight before anyone could challenge it. "She told the judge," Dad said quietly, "that you said I only adopted you to hurt her." That was the full picture, not just manipulation or leverage. She was rewriting my entire childhood to hurt him, and she didn't care that she was tearing me apart in the process. The officers did come. They knocked. They asked questions. My aunt let me answer for myself. I told them I wasn't in danger. I told them I didn't want to leave. I told them everything she claimed was a lie. They left without me. Dad and I sat on the couch for a long time afterward. He kept apologizing. I kept telling him he didn't need to, knowing we were both exhausted from the whole ordeal. Life didn't fall apart. I saw things differently now. Not just her, but trust and love too. The idea that parents are supposed to protect you, not use you. Dad and I still talk every day. We're closer now, in a quieter and deeper way. As for my adopted mom, I stopped asking why she wanted custody of me. I learned the answer that night. She didn't want custody. She wanted control. And now I know the difference.